Guys, welcome to Atari 37. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the Imaginext DC Super Friends Batcave. So really cool, really blessed. Picked this up at Walmart. These are starting to hit Walmarts and Targets now, and it's pretty neat. It's pretty cool looking. It's a weird style box, kind of big. We got some cool artwork of Batman over here. We have Batman standing on the Batcave there, and then we have the playset DC Super Friends Imaginext logo, the little barcode thing. On this side we have DC Super Friends Batcave, or just DC, and then Imaginext on this side. Then on the back, we see how the playset works. It shows you the removable Batwing, and then the trapdoor, and the other characters there. Well, this is going to be the single pack with the light-up chests that are coming out. And then over here, we have the other characters. And yeah, let's open this up. So here we have the Batcave out of packaging, and as you can see, it looks pretty cool. It's a smaller Batcave. It's definitely a lot smaller than the surround sound, and I gotta say the surround sound is still my favorite. But there's a lot of things about this that are really cool, and I think while the surround sound Batcave was really awesome, probably the best Batcave they're ever gonna make, a lot of people didn't have room for it. So I think if you still kind of wanted a Batcave that was like that with technology and stuff, but wasn't necessarily that big, I think this is definitely gonna be the perfect Batcave for you. But it's really cool. We had this giant rock bat emblem up here, and then over here we have this little hang glider that Batman can use. It calls it the Batwing, so I guess like a jetpack or something. And then up here we have this, which is the missile launcher. You can store the missiles here. This is an elevator. This is the chamber where you put the characters. Over here we have the computer, and it's got some pretty cool stickers. You can see the transforming Batmobile on it. You can see the world, the Bat Robot, and yeah, some things going on there. And then over here you have this little cylinder, and then down here you have a place where the characters can kind of walk and go, and that's kind of neat. Really not much going on there, but it's still kind of cool. Over here you get this little grabber, which is pretty cool, and then you also get this, which I think fires batarangs. I don't know, it might be like a new style grapnel gun, but I really like how you can kind of pose them up here and kind of have them. I think that's cool. Over here you have a prison, and then this is like a trapdoor, and the way this works is actually really cool, and I'll show that off in a second, but I'm just going to put Bane there as our guinea pig for when we go to do that. But the way this set looks on the images and everything online, I'm going to be honest, it's really hard to tell what it actually does, and it makes it look kind of stupid. But the way in hand, like, I was really surprised when I saw this in hand, and that was part of the reasons I had waited on this, just because it looks a little silly. But basically, you put Batman up here, and then you rotate this down, and you move this side down. That also operates the trapdoor. But it also, too, like, if you put Nightwing here, and you do this, oh, we just lost Nightwing. Nightwing died. But if we put Nightwing here, it's a little bit harder to get these to attach the pegs. And then we raise this up, it kind of becomes an elevator. And I'm going to be honest, this is a weird concept, to be honest, but I actually really like it. I do notice that it doesn't want to hold on this side very well in the middle. But you can see, too, it also raises up the glider, makes it kind of like you're about to fly with it, so I think that's cool. But you can also rotate this all the way down on this side and bring the glider down to here, right above the computer. And then you can also put the launcher all the way up here, and again, the elevator, just have it come all the way up. And I gotta say, I really like this. I mean, it's weird and it's simple, but it does work. And I like the way it moves. It just looks really cool. And, yeah, it's a very weird and a very simple version of the Batcave, but I really like it. Like, I mean, it's weird. You wouldn't expect this to be so kind of entertaining, but it is kind of cool. And I was just kind of playing around with it in the store before I decided to pick it up. And the Batman we get in this is similar to the one that comes with the transforming Batmobile. I actually think it's the same figure, just he has a black cape now. So what's really cool is you open up this little chamber door, and let's take Signal and put him in there first. This definitely works a lot better with the characters that don't have a cape. Even though the characters like Batman that do have a cape have a cut in them, it definitely works a lot better with the characters who don't have a cape. I'm going to flip this light off real quick, and then you rotate Batman over here, and it lights up his chest, and it's very cool. You can actually rotate Batman quite a few times to kind of get to do it longer. And it just looks so cool. And then here's it flashing. I open the door so you can see a little bit better. But it's just really cool. And then I'll put Nightwing in there so you can see him. And wow, he was just not liking Nightwing today. But yeah, I really like how it does that. I think that's pretty cool. I'll be honest, the characters with the blue chest and like kind of like the gray designs, in my opinion, the Batman characters, it really doesn't work that best on Batman and Nightwing, but on characters like the Signal and Bane, where they have green and yellow and kind of like different kind of designs, I think it looks really good on them. And I'm not sure if it should be, but you know, like it probably should work better with Batman, but like to me it's more noticeable in the characters with like these different colors, and it just looks really cool. And then here's a look with the door closed. I also like that this has sounds, because most Batcaves just have lights, aside from the surround sound Batcave. And you can see it does light up Batman's chest, it just, in my opinion, doesn't do it as well. And also, too, I don't know if I've shown this, but it lights up this emblem up here, and I think that's really cool. Like, I really am impressed with the lights and sounds on this, because I wasn't expecting it to be this much. Like, I figured it would just be like a little tiny light, like the Batmobile that came out in this series. But it's really cool, and it actually looks like it's charging their suits up and everything. And then also, too, here's it going while it's moving. Well, just so you can kind of see that. So that's pretty neat. And I don't think this impacts the sound of it at all, but that would have been pretty cool if it had. Here's the back of the playset. I like that they put a bat emblem back here on the back of this thing. My only complaint is that, like, there's a lot of open space over here. And there's a lot of open space over here, and I just wish they had maybe included something. I mean, like, you can obviously stand the characters up over there and have them do stuff. I kind of feel like this was a lot of space they could have used to include something else. But then again, at the same time, I'm not really sure what they could have put there, so I don't know. But still, you know, I mean, like, obviously that's something you can play with, but it just would have been cool if they had included a little bit more there. But yeah. Overall, I think this Batcave is really cool. I'm probably going to put it beside the surround sound Batcave and make it like a little addition to it. But I think this is a great alternative to people who just really don't have the room for the surround sound Batcave, or maybe don't even want to get it because it was pretty expensive when it came out. And, you know, this is just a nice, smaller kind of version of that. But at the same time, what I really like is, you know, almost all the figures Imaginext doing this year have these translucent chests. So you can bring them here and, like, basically you're buying this and it all leads to something. Or, you know, at the same time, say you don't want to get the playset because you already have the surround sound Batcave, or just any other Imaginext Batcave. I like how they're including the little lights and the vehicles, and they're even making the little backpack piece that you can put on them. So I really like what they're doing with this line, because it's kind of like if you get them all together, it all lines up with the Batcave. But at the same time, if you don't want to buy this Batcave, you don't have to still use the light up features. And I'm going to be honest, even though I really like the chamber, it works better on the non-Batman characters, like, or not non-Batman, but non-Batman in particular. And the main reason for that is because of Batman's cape. But like Bane and Signal work really good in it. Nightwing does work good in it. It's just because of the blue. He's kind of like Batman, where they made his emblem more translucent than his chest. Like, I feel like if they had made the entire chest piece here translucent, it wouldn't be as much of a problem. But the cape does get in the way of that. But Signal works really good in it, and Bane works really good in it. And yeah, I just think that this is really cool, because like, I like when they build the stuff and toy lines, and they're definitely kind of like, all of this can connect together. But at the same time, if you don't want it to connect together, I really like that Fisher-Price did that. And overall, I think this is pretty cool. So thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.